is that 40% of how you feel at any given moment was based on what happened to you, external things. But now science is starting to flip that around, and they're starting to believe that, no. Only 10% of how you feel is really by your external affects. A whopping 40% of how you feel is exactly what you have control of any given second of the day. It's just like sitting right now in this room. I don't know if you feel better having done those 3 little exercises that we did, but for some of you in this room, you do. And for those that do, you just prove to yourself that you can change the way you feel at any given second. You're sitting with people you don't even know. People beside you that you can smell. Okay? But at the same time that you're here, you've changed the way you feel. So at any given time in your life, you can do this. Morning, noon, and night. I'm going to tell you, for me, I work at being happy all day because I am a person who's been diagnosed with depression, because I understand what it's like to be in that abyss. I check in with myself every 3 to 4 minutes. And if in 4 minutes I'm not feeling right, I take that breath. I think about that beautiful thought. I'm not avoiding my conflicts. I'm not allowing myself to wallow in my muck. And if we work at that, I will guarantee you it'll help you as much as it's helped me. I got to stop. I want to leave you with one more thing. And this is very important. It's the first tip that I will give you in the email that you get. It's called 3 good things. People know it by that, but I'm going to tell you what it means for me. Every night, before I go to bed, somebody backstage just asked me, how do you stop yourself from waking up before the alarm clock? Because you go to sleep and then all of a sudden you're up 3 hours later. Every night, before we go to bed, I try to kill that television and lay there in my solace by myself, and I ask myself one question. What did I do today that's worth talking about tomorrow? I'm going to say it again. What did I do today that's worth talking about tomorrow? And I used to have to take a pen and write them down, but I don't have to do that anymore. I think of 3 things, and what are those 3 things? They're things as simple as I opened a door for a woman and she looked back at me and said, thank you. I stopped somebody from arguing with somebody unnecessarily. I maybe helped somebody across the street who needed a little help. 3 good things. Write them down. When you get up in the morning, you go in the bathroom to do your thing. When you look in the mirror before you put a toothbrush in your mouth, I want you to say those 3 things that you did the day before that are worth talking about the next day, because guess what that will do for you? That starts your day with a success. That starts your day with an accomplishment, and then you don't, oh, woe is me, who do I have to face? Happiness is within us. Remember that. Thank you so much. Join us
We are certainly living well with Montell today. I tell you, we've become very close friends. I learn from him every time I talk to him because he's been through so much. You know, one of the things I love about the show is hearing from the people who come to the audience. You know, we tape the show right across the street at 30 Rockefeller Center. You're all invited. Tickets are free, just like tonight. Today was free. But I just love hearing people's voices. And I know that when I come into your homes, because you know, you're called the talk show host, but you're really the guest of the audience. You're letting me come visit you every day at 4 o'clock. You tune me in at Fox, and I come to you, and I got to bring my friends. And if I don't bring the right friends, the right ideas, the right insights, then I'm not doing you a service. What Montell has done so beautifully for so long is bring to you stuff that can change your life, because it's about you. That's why everything I've ever written was about you, because ultimately that's where the magic happens. Oprah taught me a long time ago that when you start talking about yourself, it gets pretty boring pretty quickly, right? It's true at cocktail parties, it's true in media, it's true in life, in your relationships. So I want to thank Montell for bringing that message to us so beautifully. When you talk about happiness, that's what it comes down to. The speakers today, I think, have brought that message along in a very elegant way. They've enlightened us, they've inspired us, and they've taken us to a new level. Now, knowledge is one thing. Taking action is another. And before I get to the next series of talks, and I'm going to have a little discussion with you myself that I've saved up for the very end, And I've got that secret guest still coming up. Movement is vital to health and happiness. So to avoid having too sedentary a life flight, I've once again turned off the seatbelt sign. You're now free to stand up. Please do that in your seats. You get your groove on one more time, because guess what? America's Dance Crew is joining us. Step Stewart. Should I dance? Should I dance? Come on, Step.
Yes! Are you ready to take a flight with me? Yes! Yes! Come on, come on! Yes! Here we go! Let's take that flight together! Let me see you put the hands up! Everybody get up! Everybody get up! Get up! I got the best new flight attendants in the world! Come on! Just like that! Hey! Shake it up! Shake it up! Shake it up! Beautiful New York! Dust it off! How we feeling about me? Yeah!